Hello, hello, what's up my crypto legends? Let me know if you can see me, if you can hear me in the comment section. Just getting my stuff ready. If you can hear me, just I will scroll down in the comment section. Hello everyone, hello, hello, hello. Well, this one kind of popped, didn't it? Well, yeah, this one had an insane pump right now, but be careful with these ones. This one's 250 here on Coin Market Cap, CoinGecko, sorry. So it's a mid cap, 259 million. I would be a little bit cautious with these movements because look at what happened right over here. Whoop, it seems I'm lagging a little bit, guys. Let me know in the comment section if I'm good. We had a massive pump with a huge amount of candle and we had a huge drop. I guess, yeah, I would be a little bit cautious with this one. I have no idea what metal does. I'm not sure if it's got to do anything with the metal industry or not. I have no idea what this project does, but yeah. What happens to these pumps and dump kind of cryptos that we don't have a legit trend? We did have a massive pump here with a huge amount of volume, but I would have entered a trade right over here. But this is why I do not trade these cryptos, because I know what they do. They might have an insane pump and then they will just fall, you know, to the downside for months. So this is why, you know, we have broken out major resistance. You know, if this is going to follow the rest of the cryptos, zooming in here for metal MTL, we have broken out from a major resistance zone. As you can see, I've got this box right over there, and this level over here around the $3.40 has been a major resistance. It's been a major support range there. We did have a little bit of volatility, but it was a clear resistance right over there. We struggled to break it here, so we finally broke it. Now we're having that long drop. Okay, so yeah, if you ask me, I think, you know, with my trading, you know, looking at my technical analysis, I would say from this pump all the way up, you know, to the golden pocket range, you know, we could even come lower to the $3.60, $3.50 range would be potentially a good place to place a long order. Okay, I think this major resistance zone should be holding very nicely as support. It is more likely after having a little bit of a more correction to come all the way back up and retest the high, okay, then actually break it and come below the actual pump. There is more probabilities to you know, have another leg up. So we are just about hitting the 50% levels here on the Fibonacci retracement. This is starting to be a good buy zone on this crypto. I have no idea what the project is. Be careful, it's a mid cap, so this could dump also. But yeah, as you can see right over here, you know, after a major pump, you do have a correction. You know, this is how they usually move anyway. So you have the major correction, then you have a massive pump there. So you could potentially enter here and exit almost at the top. So this would be the strategy for this cryptocurrency. I do believe so that you know, potentially at some point after the major correction, I think it will be finally finding a bottom and having that leg up at some point. Okay, this is what I got for metal DTN. Let's take a look at LRC. LRC is this Loopring, right? Right, yeah, Loopring. Let's take a look at Loopring. Yeah, we did look at Loopring before, guys, a few days back, or a week or so. We did talk about this major resistance zone on Loopring. Look how we had this major box. This is the only thing I got here on the chart. We got a clear resistance zone, which was at the 46 cents. Look how we broke out of it with nice volume, right? And look how we perfectly bounced at this orange box, guys. This is the 46 cent level, okay? Major pump with volume, as you can see, the volume coming down here nicely. And then, you know, you enter a trade here, you exit at a double top because you do not know how far away we can go up. Now, what has happened to this one is that we have broken out from this high and we came back down and we didn't retest it as support. Why are you going to ask me? Why didn't it bounce? Because we have to check out the volume, guys. And this is only probabilities, you know. This could perfectly come back down, and it would be weird if the volume was going down. Now, wait, hang on a second. I'm just going too fast here. The reason why that this hasn't bounced at the top here of this huge volume and candlesticks, which should be a major support level, is because the volume was much higher than the actual pump, guys. Check out here on Loopring how the volume pressure to the downside is higher. This is on the 4-hourly chart. So we did break out major resistance, but the volume, the pressure, selling pressure, the supply, the selling pressure, whatever you want to call it, is higher while we're going down. So when I talk about entering a trade while the price action is making lower levels here, lower lows and lower highs, is the volume, guys. The volume needs to be super low. So as soon as the volume is low, as you can see here, it's even going lower at this point, almost disappearing at this potential point where we do know this has been in a historical support range. That had to be one of the best buying points here, with an extreme high leverage to not super high, never do that, a reasonable amount of leverage, okay, to get this trade. This was an insane trade right over there, and you exit here at a double top, at a potential double top scenario, because you don't know if it's going to break. So this is why, basically this is why we didn't get a bounce, because the volume to the downside, check it out, guys, it has been, you know, breaking the volume that is from this pump. Now, what do I think could happen to Loopring? I think Loopring should be holding very nicely at this area still, because it has been historically such a good support range that I do believe so that if we do come back down and retest this orange box round about the 46 cents, we'll be getting a major bounce from here, guys. So that is my take. Yeah, I think Loopring will finally have that major pump. I'm not sure if we're going to come lower and then bounce, or we might be picking up from this range. So this is my take on Loopring. Bearish case scenario would be coming down to the 46-45 cents. Hi Andy, Audius as well says a cash. Yeah, let's take a look at Audius. Audius have had an excellent run a couple of weeks back, and yeah, we did kind of create this symmetrical triangle. But this, remember guys, if you're an old subscriber, you know that I talk about these symmetrical triangles. We want to see a clear breakout to one direction, and yeah, this one didn't have any volume at all. So what happens when you get in an asymmetrical triangle and you just don't break any direction, you just fizzle out? If you enter any type of trade, but you do not have to enter a trade because you want to have a clear direction here from this breakout. So if it breaks up from this point at 70% of the range of the symmetrical triangle is when you want to enter a trade. If you go to the very end and you fizzle out, no trade to be taken. So this, we could take this out of the way. And yeah, it seems like I did have this box here for some reason. Let's just zoom out here on the 4-hourly. Right, we do have this box over here where we've had a major support range. We had a consolidation right over there, bouncing slightly here as support, but then it was a clear resistance touch there, as you can see here on the chart. Major support range, and this is what has been happening to Audius. Now, Audius is looking extremely bullish, guys. Super bullish. Zooming in here on the chart of Audius, you know, the amount of volume that there is on this massive pump on the 4-hourly is absolutely great. Now we're just having a super long consolidation. What's happening with this huge long consolidation? That we are starting to create higher lows here on the 4-hourly, which is extremely bullish. Now, what I would say here is that we have finally broken out from these low high structures. I am not counting this wick over here. I'm counting the close of the body candles, as you can see. Yeah, we do have this lower high resistance zone that we finally broke, not with a huge amount of volume, but I think that, yeah, I think it looks very much so that this is going to have a decent pump sometime soon. We've broken out a major resistance zone, you like it or not. This can be potentially, if I connect these lower highs, a kind of a channel or a pennant or something. It does look like that Audius is ready to pop, okay? It looks like Audius might be hitting the $4 range very, very soon. So this is what we got for Audius. I'm going to leave this chart as it is to see what happens. I'm just looking at the probabilities, looking at the volume, the support areas. And yeah, guys, it looks pretty bullish. We have broken out major resistance. We just about, as soon as we break this high, okay, when I want a breakout, when I see a breakout of a pattern, I want to see some confirmation. How do I know confirmation? Well, by looking at this bull flag, sorry, we have these lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. From the breakout, we want to break the last lower high, which is currently at this level. As soon as we break this lower high, this is going to be a confirmed breakout. It does maybe look like that we are forming kind of a small cup and handle if we are going to the 1 hourly, as you can see right over here, like a cup, a handle, and this is maybe ready for a blast off. But yeah, I mean, this is looking very bullish. I think there's a high chance here for Audius to come and retest this resistance zone. We've got 2 touches here, guys. So as soon as we break here and have a retracement, it is trading time. It is trading time. It's time to play some longs. But this could easily still continue to the downside. Remember, we've got this major resistance. We could actually still come back down to the $2.50. But it is looking pretty bullish. At some point, we'll be hitting $4 very, very soon. Okay, guys. Right, let me go through the comment section here quickly. Right. Go quickly through the comment section, guys. I want to check my trades here 1 second. I've got some trades open here. I'm still got my BTC trade open. I've got a trade open on Theta and XLM, absolutely exploding, guys. Remember the analysis. Let me go through the comment section in 1 second. But yesterday on the live stream, we were talking about XLM, we were talking about Theta. I was telling you guys, hey, we actually post. Yeah, this was posted on our Twitter account, guys. If you don't follow us on Twitter yet, make sure to follow us. I post a lot of times some trading signals. Check out this, guys. We were at 37 cents here. We're already at 39. It does very much look like the XLM is going to hit, well, it did hit 40 cents about half an hour ago, I think. Yeah, almost hit 40 cents. I do believe so that XLM, we might have a retracement, but I'm looking for the 46, 47 cents target, okay, here for XLM. I did place a trade on Bybit here, as you can see, in a pretty good profit. Now 80% in a profit. Now also placed a trade on Theta, guys. I'm extremely bullish on Theta. Theta was ready. It is ready for a blast off, guys. I entered Theta at about $7 approximately. And yeah, you know the deal, guys. I've been taking a look at this descending wedge. We've had enough consolidation and we are ready to moon here for Theta, already hitting the $8. Guys, remember, Phemex is the last day today. There's less than 7 hours to claim this bonus, up to $2,500 worth of bonus, guys, only for experienced traders. But there's only 1 day left. Well, 6 hours left now. 6 hours and 55 minutes to claim $2,500, or depending on what you deposit, guys. Okay, let me go quickly through the comments right now. Right, Death Killer, hello brother, finally ETC going up. LTC please, could have made more dollars but closed my position at 180. Was it a good or bad decision on your opinion? If you remember, I did place a trade on Litecoin also. Let's take a look. ETC, I got ETC here. You know the deal, guys. If you're not a subscriber, I was saying about this descending wedge. I was talking about $60 being the ultimate bottom. I am looking for an $80 ETC, and we might be even smashing the $80, hitting $120 for Ethereum Classic. This is a very bullish structure. $80 is inevitable at this point by looking at this chart, in my opinion. Nothing is guaranteed, of course, and we could actually drop from here, come back down to $60 and break it down, but I'm looking at the probabilities. I'm just looking at the chart, okay? Higher lows here, this descending wedge, not too much resistance on top of us. $80 is next, in my opinion, here for ETC. Now, we might be struggling there a lot, so, but yeah, That's what I got for ETC. I did place trades on ETC also. I did enter this potential breakout. I closed some profits here and actually closed all of my position because this is the double bottom that we were talking about here on ETC. There's a double bottom, measured move, resistance to the support area from the breakout. We should be hitting at least at $80 on ETC. What happened? Well, we had the pump. We were retesting a couple of times here, the major support area, which is absolutely fine. I just closed it because I didn't feel like having that position open for long. I want to look at some other trades. So I closed in a small profit. And yeah, it looks like we're just having a bounce. It looks like that we will be reaching $81 in the next coming hours potentially, or maybe a few days. Now let's take a look at Litecoin, because yeah, don't worry if you did take profits. It's always good to take profits. You can always take a little bit more profits, but what I do is I potentially take 50-60% out of profit, and then I protect my position at almost break even or just 10% on top of where I entered, and then you can ride it. Just as this is what happened with Bitcoin. I've still got my Bitcoin position open here. I'm protected here with my stop loss where I entered, and I'm just riding it. I took 50% of profits here above $50,000, and now I'm just riding the rest of the trade. Now let's take a look at Litecoin here for my man and Death Killer. Litecoin. Yeah, I entered a long position on Litecoin, guys. If you're an old subscriber, you will remember about this double bottom pattern. We had a double bottom pattern right over here. I entered a trade at $155. Remember, if you're an old subscriber, it was this double bottom right there. We broke out here finally. I entered here at the retracement. This was an insane trade. I rode it all the way up here to the $180. Made insane profits here on Litecoin. This was the measured move from the breakout. I did an excellent trade all the way up here. Now, what has happened to Litecoin? Well, we just had a major resistance. I think it was pretty much inevitable at some point. We did talk about Litecoin coming to the $220 range because, yeah, it was basically inevitable. And now we are breaking a major resistance zone. I would just be a little bit cautious. But, yeah, Litecoin might explode from this point. I'm just going to get this out of the way. This was something that I had on the logarithmic chart, and just going to get it out of the way because that's from the past channels, and I don't want that on the chart now anymore. Right, I think the $240 range is going to be a zone where we might get a small bump. We did get a resistance zone there. It did turn into support range right over here in April. So yeah, Litecoin looks like very much it's going to have a leg up very, very soon to 240.45. I wouldn't trust yet this breakout. There's not a huge amount of volume on this breakout. We are struggling a little bit. Volume is going down, so not yet. No long trades here on Litecoin. When I'm going to trade this, when it actually breaks out here, the $225 with volume potentially hitting the 240. Once we have the retracement, this is when I am entering. I am entering at a retracement here on Litecoin. I'm not entering just yet. I want to see the price action. If we do have that massive price action with some nice volume, then obviously once we come down, as soon as we come down with low volume, yeah, these candles over here with this volume is going to defend very, very well. This is where I'm going to enter for a potential double top scenario because I don't know if it's going to break this zone. So that is my take on Litecoin, looking very, very bullish. Talking about Litecoin, let's take a quick look at the Litecoin BTC chart because I think it was exploding also. Yeah, Litecoin BTC is doing very, very well. But if we zoom out on the daily, Litecoin hasn't been a very good performer against Bitcoin in the past. We are in a kind of a huge downtrend, but it does look like it is ready to have a massive pop. So expect Litecoin maybe to outperform Bitcoin in the next coming months. Look how low we have gone. This is the thing. We are making lower highs here. So expect we might have a major leg up and Litecoin is suddenly going to go absolutely bananas against Bitcoin at some point. But the trend is not looking too good here for Litecoin against BTC. It is looking good here in the immediate short term because we've made a bottom, as you can see, and we're starting to pump now. So expect Litecoin to have some pumpiness here against BTC. Remember guys, you can trade this. You can trade the Litecoin BTC pair on PrimeXBT, and PrimeXBT has got the best bonus available. I've got to say this, it's 50% added to your deposit, and they actually have Litecoin against BTC. So I'll be looking for a potential trade at Litecoin against BTC. On PrimeXBT you get 50% added to your deposit. Make sure to take advantage of that also if you're an experienced trader. Hey, how are you, says Mohammed. I'm very well, thank you. Mia T says, hi Andy and my favorite crypto analyst, love your TA. Thank you very much. We are in a parabolic run since 21st of July. Ethereum will retest the 2.4 before going much higher than all-time high. What do you think? Daily bearish divergence. Let's take a look at Ethereum, because Ethereum, it's just, guys, we do not know how far this extension can go. I'm a little bit cautious with my longs, but we can easily continue to the upside. Let's take a look at the daily, because eventually we do have daily bearish divergence that and we have exaggerated ones. These are super high. We have the RSI creating lower highs, the price action creating massive higher highs. So just be a little bit cautious, but we can break this. It is still soon. We just have 2 points of touches here. We can break this resistance zone and even come higher here. So this hasn't ended, all right? There are some bearish divergence. I want to see a little bit of more action here on the RSI. As soon as the RSI makes another peak here, then this is going to confirm. But this is the second peak, so we could still absolutely smash this peak, and then this will still be creating higher highs. Look at the RSI here in the past, how we've gone all the way up to the 90, almost 90 levels here on Ethereum. This could perfectly happen and absolutely smash the all-time highs. We've only gone to the 80 levels here. This was on the 7th of August. So don't worry just yet about the daily RSI. Ethereum can surprise us all, and we can still be pumping. Another thing that I was looking at here on Ethereum is on the 4-hourly chart that we are here creating some hidden bullish divergence. What does this mean? This means that if the trend is going up here on the 4-hourly, we did see some bearish divergence here where the RSI is making lower highs slightly and the price action is making high highs. The bearish divergence seems like it's already been playing out because it's only been going sideways here for a couple of days, but we are making lower lows here on the RSI and higher lows on the price action, meaning that this could suddenly do this, boom, because on the 4-hourly hidden bullish divergence are very powerful, and we might just be going sideways a little bit slightly to the downside and then have a massive leg up, guys. This is very possible. There's hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hourly on Ethereum price. So who knows? Let me just zoom out here on the 4-hourly, because you're talking about $2,400 Mioti, $2,400 retracement. I think that's an insanely heavy retracement. Could this happen? It could, but I think it's very improbable. I think maybe 3,000. I'm not sure how far this can go to the downside. I think it won't, guys. I think it won't. I think not even 2,900 major resistance. I think we won't even come up and retest this zone. We've done with this. It is consolidation time here potentially, and then start breaking all-time highs. I don't think if we are going to go below $3,000. Now the Ethereum price has got major support. Remember, guys, we've been having major resistance on top of us, which we broke very well. We have an insane resistance at 3,300, 3,400. We've been here for about 2 weeks, bouncing at this resistance. This is going to be an absolutely insane support if we do have that drop, guys. And this is already from the top all the way down here. It's already almost a 20% correction, which is pretty high. So we can expect that move potentially. I think 3,300 will be holding beautifully here for Ethereum if it does happen. But yeah, I mean, this is a V-shaped recovery. So I mean, the next step here for Ethereum would be breaking all-time high at some point, in my opinion. I don't think that correction to 2,400 that's very unlikely at this point, in my opinion. Hi Andy, says Rian. Hello, how are you doing? Right, what's up, mate? Says Long Duck. Hello, we can hear you. Says Elvis. Hello, yes. Hello, guys. Hello, Hiran. Hello, Vasanth. Sharon, what is BTC next target? Says Sriyan. BTC is at critical moment, guys. Yeah, we know this. We know this, that BTC is at critical moment, and 51,000 is going to be super hard to break. But you know, we are technically still creating higher lows on the 4-hourly, higher lows. You know, even though if we do come back down to the 46,500, you know, the structure is still bullish, but it looks like that we are losing a little bit of steam here. It's losing a little steam, but yeah, there's nothing bearish about this yet. I'll be getting bearish as soon as we break 46,500 right over there. Okay, guys. As soon as we break this low and this low, then yeah, this is when I'm going to be becoming bearish. Okay, so yeah, nothing bearish just yet about this, guys. We have a clear support range here at 46,500. As long as we're above this level, I'm bullish. As soon as we break it, I'm going to be a little bit bearish in the short term, and we're going to try and find, you know, potential structure strengthening for Bitcoin. But for the moment, yeah, expect BTC to smash the $51,000 potentially next week, potentially in a few days. So yeah, this is what I got for BTC. We'll be checking out BTC and Ethereum during the live stream eventually. Let me just go through the comment section. Hello, Hiran. Hello, Vasantha. Hello. Afsa. Hello. Right, guys. 1 second. Totid. Hi, Master. He says. Hello. How are you doing? Hi from Sri Lanka, says Sriyan. Mark Dutch. How are you doing? One of my moderators, Mark Dutch, here in the comment section. Jason Matthew, good, how are you? Very good. Can you check also TRX after the big? Right, let's take a look at TRX here for sure. We'll be taking a look at this one. Tron, I guess. I think Tron has been having a decent pump. Let's go to the 4-hourly. Yeah, Tron has been breaking a major resistance zone, so it's looking okay at this moment. We might be pumping hard here for Tron. Yeah, Tron has a major resistance that has been broken, which is the 9-cent level. We've been bouncing as resistance and as support, as resistance back here again in May, as you can see on the chart. So let me just go here on the daily. We can see it a little bit. We can maybe see it a little bit clearer. Sorry, zoom in here. Yeah, so the 9-cent level is a major level here for Tron. So we are currently breaking out of it, but this breakout is not super legit. It's not a huge candle with huge volume, as you can see. Check out the difference between this volume and this volume over here. Yeah, we've got to be a little bit cautious on this one. We're having a little bit of choppy candles, but we did actually break it, the 9-cent level. So yeah, it's looking pretty bullish here in the immediate short term. Hello from North Germany. Hello, Christian. Gazi, hey Andy, nice to see you. Nice to see you, Gazi, here in the comment section and looking at the stream. Jason, Quant has exploded. Let's take a look at Quant. I guess that's QNT. Yeah, Quant has gone absolutely bananas here. Let's check out Quant on... Wow, it's gone absolutely crazy here for the last couple of days. Wow. Yeah, I mean, let's just take a quick look here. QNT, what has happened? Currently 48. Wow, it's had an insane pump. Billions have gone in this market in a matter of a couple of days. At least $1 billion potentially. Let me take a look at the chart, and wow, this is a daily candle. From 225 all the way up to 200, almost $300. Let's go to the 4-hourly chart here. And yeah, basically for Quant, this is what we had. We had a major resistance zone. We didn't have any clear breakouts, and yeah, Quant basically. The thing is, when you have a resistance zone here, for example, for Quant, it was the $200, right? We touched it here. We were trying to break out of it here. If we go sideways at a resistance point, this means the bulls are fighting very much. If you see the price action not coming back down and retesting a support area and just staying at the top of a resistance, as you can see right over here, look at this resistance point there. How long were we here? From the 18th of August all the way to the 4th of September. So yeah, about almost 20 days here. 20 days at the resistance zone. What does this mean? This means that, yeah, this is a huge amount of buying pressure. You do see spikes in volume. So eventually at some point, this is a consolidation. This is an accumulation, reaccumulation event. What happens after a reaccumulation event? You have a massive pop. Now, the strange thing would have seen a lot of selling pressure coming back up, selling pressure, a bit of more selling pressure, and then you might pop here nicely. But when you have such a long consolidation here of 20 days at the same price level in between 200 and 180, 200, 180, this is a massive bullish consolidation accumulation for a pop. So yeah, I mean, no analysis on this. We need to see a little bit of more price action here in the coming days. The ideal would be having a nice correction. At least, you know, if we get the Fibonacci retracement from the low to the top, at least to the $225, $230 would be nice here for a potential long position. But yeah, for the moment, this is just price discovery. And look what happens when you actually break price discovery. When you break all-time highs, price discovery can be really, really crazy. We've seen it on Solana. We've seen it on ADA. ADA hasn't been that crazy, but Solana has been absolutely nuts. Solana just going to the 140, 150, I think it's been hitting also after breaking the all-time highs, which was around about $60. So yeah. Do you think September will be red month for BTC? No, I do not think so. Even though historically we've had September being a red day, I have a feeling that it's going to be a green month actually. Only because, I mean, it might be partially red. If we do get a rejection here, I think it's going to be halfway potentially to the 20th of July. If we do have that correction, it's going to happen pretty fast. You know, if we do fail here in the next coming days, I think the correction will be pretty fast. It might take just a few days to have that, you know, 15 or 20% correction potentially. It's going to happen fast, guys, if we do not have, if we do not break out here successfully. But everything is pointing out, as I mentioned before, the longer you are at a resistance point, you know, I think it might be eventually that we are going to break out at some point. It can also mean that we're not going to have that breakout. All depending on the volume. I don't know why I don't have my volume here on this chart. Let me just get this here sorted. Oh crap. Hang on guys, 1 second. Yeah, I mean the volume is pretty good here on the 4 hourly. So this is the thing, when you are at a resistance point, guys, I'm just going to put an horizontal line here just for entertainment purposes. No, not entertainment purposes, but just so you can see how potentially volume is very, very important. Now let's go here to this. There's a blue line here. Check out the rest of the volume hasn't been touching this blue line for you know, the last 20 days. Only this red candle there. but we are seeing some nice volume hitting this blue zone. It's just to see the difference during the week. It doesn't mean it's not a major level, this. It's just because I want you to see, so you can see the difference for the last couple of weeks, how the volume is green in the last few days, higher than the last couple of weeks, meaning that there is buying pressure here still. It seems like there is, if we suddenly see more green candles here and the same area going higher, this means that this is getting ready for a major blast off, guys. So it is very, very possible that we'll actually break it out. It is very possible, especially looking at the volume. If the volume is going to be pretty high in the coming hours, yeah, we could expect next week, finally, you know, maybe tomorrow, maybe on Tuesday, breaking the $51,000. Let's just wait and see. Critical moment, guys, now at this moment. Matic, yeah, let's take a look at Matic straight away here for Ether. Matic US dollar. Here quickly, Matic has been doing pretty good. We didn't successfully break from this major resistance. As soon as we break it, it's going to be absolutely insane. I did see Matic going to the $71.80 nearly, but it wasn't enough for me. It wasn't enough because yeah, zooming in here, this is the 4-hourly chart, guys. You can clearly see that the $1.70 range has been a major resistance zone right over here for Matic. This is why we got this orange box. We had a failed attempt here on breaking it. So I think if Matic does finally break it with some very decent volume, it's going to be turning it into a heavy support. If we do come back down to retest this zone, it's going to be a very good zone to put some long orders. Matic is looking very, very nice. Very, very nice. This is a classic V-shaped recovery and ready to continue up, in my opinion. The bull trap was right over here. Bull traps happen fast. They happen fast, okay? Especially in crypto. You have a massive bounce. You said, okay, fine. We just needed that major crash. We are going to continue up. No, this was a bull trap. We had a massive, massive drop here for the last few months. That was it. Now, this is not a bull trap. When you have this price action, this is not a no bull trap. This is huge accumulation zone, and we are ready to start climbing. Will there be dips in the middle? Yeah, of course. But I think, yeah, all-time highs will be broken in a matter of maybe weeks. I would say a few months. Hi, Matic came through here, loud and clear, great. Doge, let's take a look at Doge. I'm lagging so far away like always, but it is what it is. I'm trying to do the analysis here for the community. Right, Dogecoin. Yeah, Dogecoin looking a little bit doji. Dogecoin looking a little bit doji. I don't like doing analysis on Dogecoin. If you know an old subscriber, you know I don't like it. But my take on Doge is that we'll be hitting 40 cents relatively soon. Now, we did break this zone. I did see a double bottom here for Dogecoin right over there, an Adam and Eve. But we have been dipping below the 30 cents, hitting 27 cents, as you can see there. So, but this one's looking pretty good. I'm not a Doge supporter, but by looking at the charts, yeah, this is looks like it wants to explode at some point. Okay, so yeah, that's my take on Doge. 30 cents has been a major resistance. We did have a little bit of volatility to the downside. Seems like Doge will be hitting 40 cents at some point in the next coming weeks. Purpose says, hey brother, lots of love, man. Thank you very much, Purpose. Nicolas, Andy, you are the man. Should we FOMO on Hex? I know Hex is doing absolutely insane. I remember looking at Hex when it was fractions of a cent. Fractions. It's absolutely insane. Hex might go to the few dollars. But yeah, I don't know. I remember looking at Hex, you know, everybody calling it a scam. I don't see any influencer, any analyst talking good about this project. Only Richard Hart, you know, and a lot of people, because it is true that you did have to lock your Hex 6 months, something like that, for it wasn't staking. It was for I'm not sure if it was staking actually, but you did get high yield on it by locking it. And this was the fishy thing about Hex, because you're giving it to someone, you're staking it or you're locking it somewhere, and you can't get it out after 6 months. I remember looking at this one when it was fractions of a penny back in 2019. It was absolutely insane. No, sorry, in 2020. Yeah, it wasn't even yet out in 2019, I think. It was just out in 2019. But I remember seeing it at fractions of a penny, everybody calling it a scam. It's been the best performing cryptocurrency. I gotta say that. It is the best performing cryptocurrency. Hex. Look at this, guys. The chart is insane. You would have put $1,000 at some point in 2020, you would be a millionaire. I didn't put a single penny on this because, but why not give it the moonshot, right? Give it a risk. Look at in March of 2021, guys. Not even 6 months back, it was less than a penny. Yeah, you would have already made a 35x or something like that already on it at this current price. It's absolutely insane, guys. I see Hex thinking it's going to drop soon, it's going to drop soon, it's going to drop soon, and yeah, it's not dropping, it's only going to the moon. This is the crypto moonshot. This is moon. This is the moonshot crypto. Hex, absolutely insane. So yeah, I mean, what do you want me to say about this? I wish I would have put $1,000 in 2020 in this crypto. Right. Hibaran says, hey, quite a few coins running today. Link.file. Yeah, they're doing great. Let's take a look at Chainlink, one of my favorite ones. Yeah, Chainlink is doing absolutely great at this moment. I think Chainlink will be hitting the $34, $35 very, very soon. If you checked out my video from a couple of days on how I make up to $100 a day, this was only for the community eventually. I closed this trade. I could have left it open, but I closed it. And yeah, this was one of the trades from the video. So this trade was made a couple of days ago for that 100 a day video. Descending wedge. We had the breakout. I exited here at the top of the wedge at about $30. Chainlink will be hitting the resistance at $35. This major resistance. We don't have much resistance at this point. Let me just get a box here. We do have a very, very small touch of resistance there. I think we'll be breaking it very easily now in the next coming hours potentially. But I'm extremely bullish on Chainlink. Chainlink is one of those cryptos that, this is a safe bet in my opinion. I think Chainlink is inevitable. It will be hitting $100 in the near future. It might be in a couple of months. It might be next year. I don't know, but there's no rush on this. Chainlink is one of those blue chips cryptocurrency. A safe bet in my opinion. You might 4x your money, you might 6x, I don't know, but you will make gains on this crypto, in my opinion. So yeah, Chainlink can be traded, guys, on Phemex. Remember that you remember there's only 6 hours left to claim the $2,500 up to $2,500. Okay, you're not going to deposit $20 and get $2,500. It all depends on what you deposit. You get a pretty good bonus. Okay, it's down below in the description. Phemex, you get up to $2,500 by using my link in the description. Okay, last day here for Phemex, 6 hours left to claim that bonus, guys. Make sure to join the Telegram group. The Telegram group for the alerts and the Telegram group for the community. There we have a great community. We discuss different charts, different analysis. I hop in once in a while also to discuss with the community. And guys, follow us on Twitter also. On Twitter we've been doing some excellent calls here for the last couple of weeks actually. Excellent calls on the last few weeks on different cryptos. Okay, we did have the Chainlink one also. We have Binance, we had Chainlink. Look at Chainlink right over here. This was the one that I made on my video. The breakout from the resistance of this descending wedge, and yeah, this has been doing insanely well, as you can see. So if you don't follow us on Twitter, make sure to follow us. I'm not 100% right eventually, guys. No one is in trading. I just look at the probabilities. So yeah, follow us on our socials. We got our socials down below in the description. What else? What have we got here? Hi Andy, can you please have a look at EOS? EOS has been doing really well, but EOS is not one of my favorite cryptos that I like doing some chart analysis. But anyway, yeah, EOS is looking pretty good. We've been breaking here a major resistance zone, which is the $5.60. You know, it's pretty clear here. A lot have been creating, you know, this kind of a descending wedge pattern right over there. We're finally breaking out. Whoops. What have I done here now? We're finally breaking out. So with some very nice volume. Yeah, I think EOS has a chance to make much higher highs here in the immediate short term. Breaking major resistance zones. Just gonna get this ascending megaphone pattern out of the way. Yeah, EOS has broken the $5.70, 60 cents approximately. I see EOS potentially hitting $7.60 in the next coming days. We have a spike there. I think we are going to get some type of resistance here. Remember, this is the zone on many cryptos where we have the May crash right over there, and we have the bottom right over here, right? So yeah, I think EOS will be having that major leg up to this resistance point, and we will be creating a massive, huge double bottom scenario. So yeah, if we do manage to climb up to the $7.50 and break it at some point, $7.50, $7.60 approximately, yeah, this is an insane bullish setup. I think this is like Chainlink also. We are lagging behind. This at some point will be absolutely flying, in my opinion. We've seen it before. We've seen it on ADA, guys. Let me just show you on ADA so you know what I'm talking about. This is not, this is not getting a crystal ball and saying, I think this is going to happen because I believe so. No, we see it on the charts, guys. We see it on the charts. Check out this price action over here. And we've been calling this really well, guys. Look, I still have this yellow pole here, which is from the double bottom pattern here on ADA. The people are going to say, a lot of them, that is not a double bottom. That is the most dodgiest double bottom pattern I've seen in my life. What are you talking about? Well, yeah, it maybe is, but it has been playing out. And there is a lot of noise, okay, on the charts. You need to forget about the noise, the volatility, forget about it. We've had a bottom right over there. We have, we've touched this point. We come back down, we've touched it once, we touched it twice. This is inside a huge double bottom. We're having a round formation. Check out this on ADA and check out this on EOS right now. Are you going to tell me that this price action is not very similar, where we have a touch here at the $7.50, we have a spike down from May. This is what has happened in May for ADA, right over there. There we have it, the spike. Check out EOS right over here, we have the spike. Check out the round bottom formation. We have it here for ADA, this over here. This is what happened, round bottom formation. Check out EOS. Round bottom formation. We haven't finished the structure yet. This cryptocurrency is going to start pumping in the coming weeks. It's pumping already. This is going to continue pumping only if, and here's the big if, Bitcoin behaves himself. Only if Bitcoin breaks successfully the $51,000, and there is a high probability that it will, these altcoins will be exploding. Chainlink lagging behind, EOS lagging behind, DOT, Sushi, Uniswap, they're all forming this huge double bottom accumulation point for a pop to the upside. We've seen it on ADA. Look how ADA has performed after this massive double bottom. We've been saying about this here for ages, guys. We called this perfectly. So yeah, this is what I got for EOS. EOS looks pretty bullish. We'll be climbing to the $7.50. Are we going to have major volatility before climbing up there? Yes, maybe. But the end point in the immediate short term is $7.50, guys. Can you check XRP? Yes, of course. Let's take a look at XRP here for gauge. XRP. Remember, guys, EOS can also be traded on, actually I should have been trading EOS. Yeah, this is the thing when we have so many cryptos. Yeah, I usually don't trade. I try and trade on a live stream, but I'm too busy, guys, reading the comment section and doing analysis for you. But this would have been an insane trade for EOS, this descending wedge, and it's breaking out a major resistance zone. So if we do have any pullback, I might be entering some trades here on PrimeXBT. PrimeXBT has got EOS, the EOS pair. It's even got the EOS BTC pair, which should be performing pretty well here in the immediate short term. Yeah, as you can see, we're having a nice pump. Now, the EOS US dollar pair is on PrimeXBT. PrimeXBT has got over 50 different assets, and you are using Bitcoin, or you can use Ethereum also as collateral. So, or USDT, you can use dollars also, and you can trade up to 50 different assets. It's absolutely insane because there are no wicks here. There are no scammy wicks on this platform. It is absolutely insane. One of the best ones I've used and that I use daily. And you have got 50% added to your deposit on PrimeXBT if you use my link in the description, and Bitcoin Census 50. There's also a full tutorial for PrimeXBT to learn on that platform, guys. Make sure to check it out, guys. I mean, be careful with trading. I'm not saying to trade. I'm not saying, you know, be careful. Don't put more than you're willing to lose. And if you are looking for a decent trading platform, PrimeXBT is the one, guys. And you can trade NASDAQ, you can trade Dow Jones. It's even got oil, it's got gold and silver, and you're using Bitcoin as collateral. So you win those trades on gold and you're getting Bitcoin. Check it out, guys. Absolutely insane platform, and you're getting 50% added to your deposit. Okay, so yeah, make sure to check it out. I have a full tutorial down below also. Let's take a look at XRP here for my man Gage. Let's take a look at XRP, because XRP, yeah, XRP is bullish. We did break out from this descending. Let me just zoom in here on the 4 hourly, and it's pretty clear. Okay, I'm zooming in here, just the price action in the short term. We have the price action on XRP right over here. We created lower highs, we created a floor here. So this was kind of a descending triangle, right? We were getting at the end of this descending triangle. We finally popped out here. We did kind of broken out from this lower high, from this one over here. So we're just touching it. This is looking very, very bullish. We do have some, the volume is going down. This is the only thing I'm concerned, but there is some green volume there. There is volume there. I think XRP, the most bearish case scenario for XRP would be coming back down to retest the $1.10 or $1.15, $1.10 in the next coming days, which is very unlikely, I think, in my opinion. This is the most bearish scenario that I see for XRP, coming to the $1.10 and then having the leg up. That would be the most bearish. I mean, and the most likely scenario would be finally breaking here the $1.35 range and meeting here the almost the $1.50. Why $1.50? That is the measured move. That is the measured move from this descending triangle. Descending triangle is usually bearish, but you can also break resistance. If you do break resistance, the projected move from technical analysis is getting the back end from the breakout. That would be a projected move. A lot of people trading and looking at this, they might push the price up almost to the $1.50 here on XRP. So that's my take here on XRP for the short term. Most bearish case scenario would be bouncing on the support level and coming down to the $1.10 before having the leg up. AXS Doge for Muhammad. MTV. MTV? Isn't that a music channel? MTV. Multivaccination. What is MTV? I have no idea what the project is. Let's take a quick look at the charts here. I think I did check it out actually. It's absolutely exploding. Wow, this crypto is exploding. Why didn't I invest in this? Yeah, it's done a 10x in the last month almost. Since late July. It was just below 3 cents. It's currently 0.003. I don't know anything about this crypto. Is it worth taking a look at? 513 here on CoinGecko. Wow, this one's performed really well. I have no idea what this crypto is, but it's breaking all-time highs. Price discovery, yeah, you know the deal, guys. When we hit price discovery, we can go absolutely mad. We've seen it before on Solanax. Sorry, not Solanax, Solana. Let's take a look here at Solana one second, because yeah, guys, this is, look, we were talking about Solana back here. You know, we've broken all-time highs, and when you break all-time highs, this can go absolutely nuts. So this might happen to this cryptocurrency also. Okay. MTV US dollar. Yeah, I mean, we got some nice volume. If we do retrace, I would be looking at some long positions. I don't know. I'm not going to give any advice or any suggestions on this crypto because I don't know what it is. We do not do project reviews here on the live streams, guys. I just want to do technical analysis for the community. What is multi-vac? Is the next generation public blockchain platform designed for large scale and complicated decentralized applications. Yeah, I'm not going to go on the website, but check it out yourself, guys. Do the research. It's doing pretty well actually by looking at the chart, breaking all-time highs. Price discovery, this could go absolutely nuts, and it's a very low cap. It's got 71 million market capitalization. This one can do very well if it's a good project. AXS, let's take a look at AXS. I've been talking about AXS, and yeah, be careful, guys. We're getting a little bit overextended here. We did have a support box that we should be holding, okay? There are a lot of buyers here in AXS, a lot of people in this gaming project. It's doing absolutely insane. It's got already a few billions. I think the trend will continue to the upside. The thing is, this is also hype. It is hype, AXS, but these are gaming projects, and the gaming industry is insane. We are going to see one of the most largest uptrend we have ever seen in the history of markets, because the thing about gaming is very interesting for people, and the growing trend is growing every single day. Now, the thing about this is that there's a huge amount of people entering Axie Infinity every single week. They have more volume, they have more people coming in, and this is just going to continue, in my opinion. This is no bubble. I mean, I'm not sure how the structure is done for the gains on the actual game. I mean, it could be a disaster, but I know what I do know is there's more people entering this game, guys. So I think if we do have a major correction, it will be time to get in. Now we're just bouncing at this major support range. Are we going to get a decent bounce? Well, volume is going down while we are retracing. There is a potential bounce, but I don't like getting into long positions when we are so overextended. Yeah, I mean, I'm not too. It is looking bullish. The trend is up. So it's just a little bit overextended here for long positions, in my opinion. We might be getting this. This is a bounce area. We are hitting already the 62% levels. Yeah, we're hitting the 62% levels. Fibonacci retracement. This is a buying area, okay? Especially when we are touching this major resistance zone into support. This is a buy zone, guys. But I mean, this is the thing. If you know Elliott wave theory, you know, once we have so many waves to the upside, there will be a moment where you have that ABC correction, and it might be pretty bloody. So you have the waves going up. There will be at some point at the top of the wave where you have that correction. And this is the moment, you know, when you are so overextended, you know, you don't want a long position, you don't want to buy at this point, because you might have that severe correction. This is the thing when we have these major trends. But it is, if you ask me, it is a buying zone. It is a zone where we should be retesting here the high of $93. I just don't like. You could risk a small trade. Remember, guys, risk management. If you enter a long position here, you have a tight stop loss, or behind this candle, a tight one right over there. You're risking 1 to gain 1.5 maybe. It's a bit of a risky one because we are a little bit overextended here on AXS. Remember, guys, Binance, if you're not, I get all of you already on Binance, but you by using my link, you get 10% discount in fees if you want to join that. Can you get GRT? Yeah, of course. Let's take a look at GRT here straight away. I will be monetizing, I will be getting super chat very soon, guys, because I bet there's people that want to take a look at some cryptos, and I haven't read in their comment. GRT is looking pretty good. We're just about almost breaking this major resistance zone. As you can see, I do have this box here where we do have a resistance zone. This is not a clear breakout. This is very, very choppy. I want to see a nice breakout to the upside. And then on the retracement, I would be confident on this resistance. This hasn't been a legit breakout. The price action is very, very poor to the upside. So this has been a fake out. We've came straight back down, and maybe now will be the moment where we have that legit breakout. Now, where will this breakout take us? I think that we should be hitting round about the $1.30 here on GRT. I do see also this very similar structure, which is the double bottom. We did almost have this breakout, but it was a fake out, and now it looks like that we're potentially going to have that breakout. As soon as we have that legit breakout, which will be very soon in my opinion, yeah, we could be hitting almost the $1.45, but we will be getting heavy resistance at this point, which is at the $1.30 level. We have a lot of volatility here, a lot of touches as support, so it will be a zone. We might see a little bit of volatility here trying to break out, reaching the target here from this potential double bottom range. Okay, this was a clear fake out right there, no clear volume or breakout. So this is what I got for GRT. Let's take a look at some other cryptos. Hi Andy, please. Arweave and KSM for potential entries. Let's take a look at Arweave. That's US dollar here quickly. Oh, we had a descending wedge here that's broken down. This descending wedge broke down, but it's been doing extremely well. We haven't got too much data here, I think, on this crypto. Let me just take a look at different exchanges. There's a massive wick here for some reason on Bittrex. Yeah, I remember taking a look at this one. Yeah, but there's not too much data. Yeah, I'll go on Binance. Yeah, zooming in here on the 4 hourly. Let's go to the 1 hourly. We did have a descending wedge. We're finally going down. We're breaking out. We were talking about the potential scenario here of breaking up, but we did not break up, so eventually no trade taken here. We broke down. Well, we haven't broken really. We've gotten to the end of the wedge, and there's just a little bit of bearish volume. I think we won't have enough power. I think the price action here won't have enough power to come all the way down to these lows. So this would be another major. Right, we've got 2 major support levels. There's this one here at $50, which we are currently at $50 range. This is plus minus a couple of dollars, like always, because of the volatility. And the next major support where we should be stopping would be $40. Let me just get the Fibonacci retracement from this lower part. Okay, we see this lower part here into the pump, and we are basically hitting the golden pocket, the 62% levels. Now this should be holding very nicely for this crypto. I have no idea what this crypto is or what it does. Fantom is doing absolutely insane, hitting the $1.30 today. I'm not sure what price. Yeah, $1.20 at this moment. This is a buy zone if you ask me. This is an entry point. If you ask me, I would enter here at this crypto. It doesn't mean you need to, only because we are hitting golden pocket from the pump here. The pump has been massive with volume. It's been a decent pump with volume. On the retracement, there has been no volume. We are seeing a little bit of volume now, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. It might not be enough to come all the way down to the $40. Maybe some volatility to $45 would be my latest point. I would be entering along there if it does come down, okay? If it does come to 45, I would a long position with a tight stop loss, because this should be bouncing just by looking at the volume. We have clear volume to the upside and no volume on the retracement. There's only a little bit of high volume. It's not high compared to the pump. It's just a little bit of selling pressure now here. I think this will be having a reversal very, very soon. Okay, so that's my take on Arweave, and let's take a look at KSM. What's going on with KSM? Yeah, KSM broke down from this ascending wedge. Ascending wedge is bearish. Yeah, we were talking about this. We do have you know, bearish divergence on the 1 hourly chart. There is hidden bullish divergence on the 1 hourly. So yeah, I think KSM at the most will be hitting $370, but I don't think we'll reach there, because let's take a look at the 4 hourly here quickly. 1 second. Yeah, it's a major resistance zone. Sorry, support level. Let me just. Yeah, the $400 range, 380 actually. 380 has been a very decent support on Kusama. Very strong support. It has been a good area. It is a very volatile crypto. Not one of the best ones to do technical analysis. But I think the $400, $300 and $380 should be holding very nicely. The maximum target here, I think, would be 370 range. Would be the bottom of the wedge. And then having a pump here. Now we could actually come lower for this one. This hasn't been a legit breakout from this point. Yeah, I would be a little bit cautious on Kusama at this moment. Maybe getting the Fibonacci here also from the pump down over here. This is a consolidation, right? And then we have the pump from this point. The pump starts right over here on the 4 hourly. So we go from the low to the high, and yeah, we haven't broken out from the $400 really. So yeah, I would be a little bit cautious on this one. We could have a severe correction, maybe to the $350 range actually. If we do, that's going to be a major buy zone. You know, the most bearish would be coming down and up, and the most bullish would be actually pumping from here. I see Kusama pumping, but maybe there might be a small correction before pumping. If we do correct, I think it's going to be a great zone to place some long orders. Metal will wrecked. Yeah, be careful with metal. It looks a little bit weird. ADA, please, brother, says Purpose. Yes, XRP going crazy too. Let's take a look at ADA. Right, ADA. Yeah, be careful with ADA, eh? ADA is getting a little bit of choppy price action here, okay? Price action is a little bit choppy. The volume is going down. Volume going down while the price action was going up. Be careful on this one. Be careful with this. You want volume spiking up when you're breaking highs. You don't want the volume going down while you're making higher highs. You want the volume going up. This means that the buying pressure is going down, guys. Buying pressure is there, but it's just going down. It's getting a little bit of exhausted. What do professional traders do when they see that the buying pressure while you're making higher highs is going down? They are getting potentially ready for a major sell-off to get that money out and re-enter at lower levels. Now let's take a look at the RSI here on the 4 hourly. A little bit of bearish divergence. Let's go to the daily. Right, hang on a second. Yeah, daily chart. Yeah, I mean, we've got a doji here at the very middle here from this pump. I would be a little bit cautious, okay? We are seeing some bearish divergence, a lot of choppy candles now, losing a little bit of steam, Maybe ADA can correct all the way down to the $2.50, and that would be super healthy. We would see the RSI on the daily coming almost to oversold if we did have that severe drop. And I think if we do see a consolidation here at this point, it's going to be a major buy zone here for ADA. Be careful with ADA here. Let's go to the 1 hourly, see if we can see anything more aggressive. Yeah, this is what we were talking about, guys. We did have a major resistance zone there, but the breakout here, I was saying be careful, guys, because we are a little bit overextended. We are seeing bearish divergence. Be careful on longing this now. I'm not longing any of this right at this moment. We are all-time highs, getting a little bit overextended. I'm longing, you know, Stellar Lumens, Theta. We're looking for those longs. Chainlink is looking great for long positions. What else? You know, ADA. I'm staying away from this. I'm not trading this. It's overextended. We are seeing a little bit of bearish signs. Bulls are losing steam. The buying pressure is going down. Yeah, I'm staying away from this at this moment. I am long in Theta. I am long in XLM. They are doing absolutely great. ADA, yeah, I'm staying away from this at this moment. Hello, Mariella. Oh, how are you doing? Rodrigo, hello. Sana, what is Sana? Let's take a look at Sana. Storage area network. Do we have any data here on... Yeah, I'm not sure. Sana, what is this? There's no data, so I'm not taking a look at that. AVAX, please. Andy says undefined gravity. Yeah, let's take a look at AVAX for sure. I think AVAX. AVAX, what's going on with AVAX? Yeah, AVAX should be doing good. We should be seeing AVAX at about 60, just almost at $60. AVAX should be almost hitting $60, okay, in the next coming days. We have this insane support level, guys, at the $38. We did come all the way back down here. If you're not a subscriber, you remember AVAX descending wedge, hitting here, the lows, support level. This should be meeting the highs here of $57, $58 in the next coming days. Could we see some volatility before? Yeah, of course we could. But everything is indicating that we should be having that leg up to retest $60, okay? AVAX, pretty simple chart, pretty nice and clean chart. These are the charts that I like doing analysis. They're absolutely great. Great charts. I also, you know, we were talking about this potential also breakout here from the $20 range. And I was saying, guys, we have a major resistance zone, and you know, if you're not a subscriber, you know I was talking about this. When we have legs up and down from, you know, a major box area, if you come back down below this major resistance zone and you break it, it is very, very likely that we'll be hitting, you know, the top of the resistance, because we're just bouncing up and down from it. And yeah, we went straight back up here to the $40, and we absolutely smashed it. By the matter of fact, I thought we were going to get some type of stop there, but we smashed it here, coming all the way to the all-time high. So AVAX will be retesting $60 in my opinion, very, very soon. Maybe maybe hours or maybe a couple of days. AVAX may be breaking out from the triangle, so there might be another triangle here. I saw this descending wedge that was already broken, and yeah, we should be climbing up. Solana is having a head and shoulder pattern, says Rodrigo. Roderick. Well, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at Solana. Yeah, be careful with Solana, guys. FOMO has kicked in on Solana. It could still be doing absolutely great. I think, is there a head and shoulder here? Yeah, it does look like a head and shoulder. But there's no volume on this breakout, on this breakdown. This is the 1 hourly. Let's go to the 30-minute chart. Yeah, this potentially is a head and shoulder, but there's no volume. There's no volume at all on this breakout. Be very cautious on shorting this. But yeah, it does look like it's had its moment. We've got a head and shoulder. We should be coming back down to retest this major resistance into support, very likely here for which is only about $7-8 drop. Okay, it's not too bad. It would be pretty healthy. It does look like that Solana might be having a correction here, but there's no volume at this moment. So yeah, who knows? This might be a fake out and still come back up. OMG, please, Andy says drill on. Yeah, let's take a look at OMG. OMG at critical resistance, not managing to break it, but I think, yeah, finally we will be breaking it, guys. And OMG looks like it will be popping, okay, very, very soon. There, guys, I mean, this is the same structure for ADA that we've seen and for a lot of the cryptos. We have formed this nice round double bottom scenario. If this pops, it's going to fly to the $11.60, okay? Get ready for this crypto because this one might be popping very, very soon. It does look like it is having those attempts now on breaking the resistance. Yeah, this one's looking huge at this moment. Check out this resistance here on OMG. We are talking about just below the $8, okay? Just below the $8, right over there. Resistance zone. We got a resistance there, touching it every single time, and you know, and look at the price action in between $8 and the $11. We flow back up there, flown back down, up, down, up, down. As soon as we break this zone, we are gonna take hours to come all the way up here, in my opinion. It might be a day or two, I don't know, but it does, you know, just looking at the price action from before, this is the same scenario like AVAX, okay? AVAX, as soon as it broke that $20-21 range, it flew to $40. This is the same scenario we're looking at for this crypto. As soon as we successfully break $8, going to $9, yeah, we get in a trade, guys, because this will be having that major leg up in a couple of days to the $11.50 range approximately. This can be traded on Binance, guys. Remember, you can get 10% fee discount by using my link in futures trading. But OMG, I'm not sure if OMG is actually on Phemex. Let's have a quick look here on the different cryptos that there is on Phemex, because they did add a bunch of cryptos here. But yeah, no, OMG is not on Phemex. But that's an excellent trade. But anyway, you can trade it on Binance. You get a discount if you're not on Binance. Guys, check out Phemex though. 2,000. They've got a bunch of cryptos. There's only 5 hours left to get $2,500 with my link in the description. Okay, guys. All depending on what you deposit, you can get up to $2,500 worth of bonus. It's my second favorite swing trading platform. I usually trade on Bybit, but the best bonus available is now on Phemex. For Bybit, you can get up to $1,610 by using my link in the description. Okay, so make sure to take advantage of that. Also, OMG is looking absolutely insane. It's looking pretty good. I will actually write it down here somewhere because I might be trading that myself. OMG, looking absolutely insane. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at Matic. Yeah, we've taken a look at Matic already. Matic has been done, and Matic needs to successfully break the $1.70. As soon as 170 cents is broken successfully, hitting $1.90 or $2, yeah, I think it's gonna be hitting all-time highs very, very soon. This is what I got for the charts here on Matic. Yeah, as soon as we hit the $2, it's going to be looking so bullish here. I think we'll be breaking here and meeting all-time highs very, very soon on Matic. I did a better analysis before. If you at the beginning, it's one of my first 4 or 5 cryptos that I've done. I think Matic. I've taken a look at Doge also. Thoughts on Link? I've taken a look at Chainlink already, guys. But I mean, yeah, let's take a look at it quickly. I'm really bullish on Chainlink. Chainlink will be hitting $35 very, very soon, in my opinion. $35, $36 is our major resistance point right up there. As you can see, we've got a resistance touch there. Yeah, I think Chainlink very likely will be hitting that zone in a matter of a couple of days, I think. Very bullish structure, broken out from this descending wedge. I think we'll be having a stop here at about $35 here on Chainlink. We have the bottom right there. We did form this other bottom here. I think Chainlink will be flying very, very soon. In the next coming weeks, as soon if we do break $36, $35, Chainlink is going to absolutely explode. I hope you do have some Chainlink in your portfolio. It won't be doing a 20x, but it will be doing a 4x, I think, in the next coming months. I'm expecting Chainlink to go above $100, potentially $120 is my price target for Chainlink in the next coming months. It's a blue chip. It's an insane project. If you don't know anything about Chainlink, check it out, guys. I'm super bullish on Chainlink. Right. Mark Dutch, help Andy's channel by hitting that like button. Guys, yeah, thank you very much, Mark. Absolutely insane supporter, Mark. Thank you very much. Good evening, Andy, says Joseph. How are you, bro? I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you? Any moves for today? Possibly. Thank you a lot for the great TA. As usual, one of the best channels for learning ever. Hit the like button. Thank you very much. Yeah. Any moves? I mean, we've been taking a look at, yeah, Chainlink is looking pretty bullish. I think Chainlink will be hitting $35, $36. But, I mean, we are hitting a little bit of a resistance. We might be having a correction from this point. As you can see, you know, the $32, $32 range is a critical resistance point. We just at about that area. But yeah, it's looking pretty bullish. What moves can we expect? I mean, it's critical, guys. We are at a critical moment. I'm going to say it's not easy. I have some trades open. I did enter trade here. Remember when we were talking about this fractal, I entered here at 47,700 because I had a feeling that we were going to have that double bottom range here. We did break out from this descending channel and we were going to get a bounce finally at this resistance, turning it into support. That was the measured move, the width here. And from the breakout, you know, we basically already met the target here. So I did take most of my profits. My trade, my entry point is defended. I'm just riding this. I'm taking the risk. I've got about $800 here in a profit, about 50% of my actual trade. As you can see, $820 here. I'm protected on this trade. I'm just, because there is a possibility that Bitcoin might be breaking 51, and if it breaks $51,000, it's going to be volatile. We might be hitting 53, 54, and I'm having this position open. I'm willing to risk these $800 profit to see if I can ride that to a couple of thousand in profit. But yeah, we do not know, guys. We are at a critical moment. I would be trading this. I would be saying, guys, I am doing this as soon as we break $51,000 with a huge amount of volume. I'm gonna say, guys, if we have some type of retracement, this is gonna continue up. We are gonna have that V-shaped recovery. And why do I think it's likely? Because I'll take a look at Ethereum. Remember, guys, a lot of people saying Bitcoin. If Bitcoin doesn't do this, then the others won't do that. No. This time it's different. And why is it different? Because we have in altcoins smashing all-time highs. Solana, ADA, This did not happen, okay, in 2017. Yes, Bitcoin did lead the way in 2017. We had the altcoins breaking all-time highs after Bitcoin, but this time it's different. This time, maybe the altcoins are going to drag Bitcoin to the upside. We're seeing Ethereum only $300 away from all-time high, right over here. We've got Solana absolutely smashing all-time highs. We've got ADA, we've got AVAX, we've got some other cryptos smashing all-time high. If you are entering a bull trap and you are getting into a multi-yearly bear market, you don't have these cryptos making all-time highs and doing a 4 or 5x. No, it's not happening. So what could happen here is that we could have a correction, but it might be very likely that we will be hitting all-time high in the next coming months. I think BTC is just lagging behind, guys. It's just lagging behind. There are there's just loads of people out there that are extremely bearish. I do follow some analysts. You know, I'm not sure if you heard about Crypto Savvy. There's Crypto Kirby also. I don't like this guy. He's very, very bearish. Crypto Savvy is bearish. He thinks that we've had. Let me give you the Elliott Wave theory explanation that he's talking about on his channel, and this is that, you know, he's talking about this has been a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave. Okay, right over here. It is possible. It has been this. Yes, it does make sense, and that we've had an ABC. That this is going to be an ABC correction. He has been nailing it so far, guys. And shout out to him, because what he says is that this is an A, this has been the B, and now we're going to have a C correction going below the $30,000. I don't think this is going to happen, but he has been nailing it. He called on his channel, absolutely insane, the distribution phase when we were here. He was saying, guys, this looks like it might be a distribution schematic, and he called it in March, guys. It was absolutely insane. And he's calling for this now. He has a trend line, something like this, okay, from these higher lows, right over there, something like this, and he's calling that $52,000 will be the top, okay, of this ABC correction. I mean, he does have a good theory. It is a good theory. I'm going to stick that the adoption is growing too fast. We the people are going to push the price up. But by looking at the charting, it does make sense that this might be an ABC correction, and we could be falling below $30. I don't think so. I believe that this is not going to be the situation for Bitcoin, but it is a possibility. So yeah, anyway, that's that. It does make sense because we've had an insane rally, guys, for the last month, for the last 5-6 weeks. An insane rally here. It would make sense to have a correction. It would make sense. But why hasn't Ethereum had it? Remember, Ethereum from the all-time high down to the low here. Golden pocket, look, golden pocket there. We struggled to break it, didn't we? We struggled there. Look, we were there a couple of weeks at the 3,300, 3,400. Golden pocket, 61% levels. We go back to Bitcoin. Fibonacci from the all-time high to the swing low. Golden pocket ratio, 62% levels. We are struggling to break it. We are struggling, but we got Ethereum finally smashing out of it. That's why I am bullish. That's why I am bullish. We've got Ethereum, we've got Solana, we've got ADA. They are pushing. They are the ones that are giving the green signal that BTC will be smashing it, in my opinion, okay? At some point, we might be getting correction to 45, 40,000. I don't care, but it will be smashed. They are giving me confidence. We've got also the mass adoption growing every single week. We've got millions of users in Bitcoin and crypto. It's a little bit different this time. Bitcoin is not leading the way. It is the strong altcoins. And yeah, we just look at the charts, guys. Whoever says that it's not true, you just look at the charts. Just look at Ethereum. Just look at ADA. ADA, alts, they are leading the way this time, guys. It is not Bitcoin, it is the alts. It is Ethereum, it's ADA. It's not Bitcoin. I get a little bit mad because a lot of people, Bitcoin doesn't lead the way. Altcoins are going to do bad. No, alts are smashing all-time high, guys. You're at the wrong side of the game. Anyway, let me just read the comment section, guys. So I'm just getting a little bit nervous here. Bitcoin Cash, Andy says GH. Yeah, let's take a look at Bitcoin Cash here. Guys, we want to get into the, well, what have we got here for Bitcoin Cash? I have missed it. Oh, we missed it. We had a descending broadening wedge. We are smashing it right now. Bitcoin Cash will be hitting $760, $770 very, very soon, guys. It is very, very likely. Why? Because we have this descending broadening wedge right over there. Very nice. Breaking. It's pumping. We are seeing volume coming in. Yeah, it looks like that this will continue. I see Bitcoin Cash hitting $770 very, very soon. It might be hours, it might be days. Will we have a correction at the resistance zone? Yes, we might do. If we do, I'll be trading this. I'm not trading this now. If we do correct down to $670, I am placing a long order here on Bitcoin Cash. I'm willing to take the risk for this resistance to turn into support of this descending broadening wedge. The measured move is 770. We also see this scenario here for Bitcoin Cash. It is not a double bottom, but we have the spike here. We have a round accumulation. It's going to climb to $800 very soon. Might be days, it might be a week or two. Looking bullish, guys. There's nothing bearish about this. It's looking extremely bullish. Bitcoin Cash. I'm very bullish on Bitcoin Cash as well. Guys, we got to stop thinking like dinosaurs, because Bitcoin Cash is not the real Bitcoin, but we're looking for utility. Bitcoin was created to be cash, to be electronic cash. It is too slow. The blockchain is too slow on Bitcoin. It cannot be used for cash. I'm not going to say never, because it can be, Lightning Network can happen, but not yet. Anyway, and Bitcoin Cash is super fast. It is much cheaper. It costs about 1 or 2 cents to transfer Bitcoin Cash. You can transfer $10,000 worth of Bitcoin Cash, and it will cost you 2 cents for that transaction. It is very fast also, and it's also very secure. We see the big payment networks such as PayPal, Square app. They're all the ones that are taking cryptocurrency such as Bitcoin, Ethereum. The ones that the third and fourth and fifth one that are taking is Litecoin. It is Bitcoin Cash. They are the OGs. They are bad performers, but they will be performing well. Don't worry about that. A lot of people are distracted now with Solana. They are distracted with ADA because they are pumping. Leave them alone, guys. We want to get early into these cryptos. Forget about the ones that are already, super hyped. We want to get before the hype. We want to get these projections. Andy, the screen is not sharp but blurry. Oh, well, I'm not sure if I'm recording here on, it should be on HD, but sorry about that. I'll be taking a look at that. Sorry about that. Hello from Austria again. You are awesome. Thanks for your analysis every time. Great. Thank you, Sebastian. Thank you very much for that comment. ADA. Yeah, I've taken a look at ADA. ADA is looking a little bit overextended. We could be pumping, but be cautious on this. Be cautious. We are breaking highs here, but very slightly. We could be breaking again. $3.20. We also got smart contracts coming live, so we might have one last leg up before a dump coming. I think ADA will be dumping sooner at some point, at least a 20% correction or something like that, or 25. Remember, we got the smart contracts coming live now very, very soon on ADA in September. I think we might have another leg up here to $3.20 potentially, like a distribution kind of formation before having a correction here and then maybe climbing back up. Be careful. It's had a massive pump, guys, in the last few weeks. Be careful with this one. This is the moment, you know, this is the moment when you start, you know, I've said it before, we are creating volume. The volume is going down while the price action is going up. That's not good. That's not good. Those are no good signs. I want to see the volume going up while the price action is going up. We are starting to break all-time highs very, very slightly here. Slightly breaking all-time highs. We are not turning into support the highs that we are breaking. This is getting a little bit exhausted, okay? ADA. Don't get me wrong, we could actually have that next leg up, but it's going to be one of the last ones before we have a correction, in my opinion. We got a little bit of hype now on ADA, smart contract coming live, so I think they're buying into the news. What do you think about Fusion, FSN Fusion Protocol? Please, Andy. I think it's a great project, guys. I have a bag of Fusion Protocol. I do have a bag. It's a lagging cryptocurrency. I don't know why it's not performing as good, but it's an insane blockchain, guys. Check out on CoinGecko Fusion Protocol. The CEO was you know, he was a developer of Quantum blockchain and Vechain, and this has been going since 2018. The all-time highs of it was about $10, $9. It had a massive drop, okay, eventually in 2018 in the bear market. I think this is just a huge accumulation, guys. If you want to find those gems, okay, this is one, guys. I've been thoroughly through the project, and it's absolutely insane. This does have interoperability live on the DEX, okay, on the Change app. It has an application that is called Change Finance, and it works on top of the Fusion blockchain. It's an application that you download on your mobile, and it's got a decentralized exchange that has interoperability. You can change, you know, Ethereum's for Binance, and Binance for, I'm not sure if Solana's there yet, but yeah, different blockchains. This one has to explode, guys, at some point. I don't understand. This is a massive, huge accumulation zone, in my opinion, or I don't know what. But if you can go on the Fusion page, I mean, this is a crypto that I like. Okay, I'm not promoting. I'm not doing anything. I've got a bag because I do believe in this crypto asset. But yeah, check out Change, guys. Change Finance, it's called, and it's built on the Fusion blockchain. So you do need Fusion to move the different cryptos as gas, such as Ethereum. You need Ethereum to move cryptos on the Ethereum blockchain. So yeah, I'm extremely bullish on Fusion. The chart is just not looking good, but this is just, I think this is ready to explode, in my opinion. And the chart does not look doesn't look good. They aren't doing any marketing, but they do have working products. Got smart contracts, time lock feature, interoperability. Yeah, and Fantom is using, FTM is using Fusion technology. So yeah, I mean, this is how powerful this blockchain project is, and the technology that they are using. Fantom is using Fusion technology. Anyway, not enough of that. Let's go quickly through the comment section here. Hi Andy, what's up with Quant? Quant is going absolutely crazy. Quant is going absolutely crazy. And the other thing, okay, if you want to make huge gains, guys, you know, it's just like Quantum. We're taking a look at Quant. Hang on a second here. Let me go to Bittrex, Coinbase. Yeah, we're taking a look at these cryptos, all right? If you want to risk some capital, I mean, Cardano is fine at this moment. Fantom is good. Solana is good. Quant, let's take a look at Quant because, you know, number 49 already. This one has at least $5 billion, no, $3.6 billion in market capitalization. FSN is an insane blockchain project and it has 38 million. If the other Quant had 3.6, so that's a 10x from Fusion's point, and Fusion is, it's got working products. It's got working products, and I don't understand. They just don't do any marketing at all. As soon as these make marketing, I think it's going to explode because they do have working products. I just don't understand. That's a moonshot that I got. You can't find Solana won't 50x from now, guys. I've got to be realistic. It might 5x, it might 10x. Very hard. But because of the huge market capitalization it has already, it maybe can 10x Solana in the next coming years. But if you want a moonshot, I think FSN would be a good. I've done a lot of research on that project. I think it's extremely bullish. But it's just been a bad performer. How high Vechain go this bull run? I think in between 50 cents and 75 cents is my price target on Vechain. I do have a bag of Vechain. I have about 5% of my portfolio of Vechain. I'm extremely bullish on this crypto also. I think realistically 50 cents, 75 cents would be my aggressive target. I think Vechain won't reach $1 this cycle. It might reach $1 in 4 or 5 years, but not this time, in my opinion. So price prediction 50 75 cents. Hi Andy, can you take a look at Theta and XLM? Yes, I have 2 trades open on them. Ashty, I have 2 trades on Theta and XLM. Well, let's take a look at Theta. I think Theta will be hitting $10 very, very soon. Why, will you ask me? Because I got a crystal ball and no, only joking. We've got a huge descending wedge right over there, and it has broken the major resistance. I did take a look at this inverse head and shoulder, and no one can see better inverse head and shoulders than I can, and very dodgy ones as well. Look at this dodgy inverse head and shoulder right over there. It's the most dodgiest inverse head and shoulder. Where's the price target? Just almost at the $9. So we broke this neckline here of this inverse head and shoulder right there. Came all the way up here. I placed a trade here just around about the $7. I think that we are going to start climbing up now here for Theta. Massive descending wedge. Theta will be hitting, in my opinion, $14-15 all-time high in a matter of weeks. In a matter of weeks, it might be a month or two, we'll be hitting the all-time high. We have a huge descending wedge structure. We are starting to create higher lows over here. This is so bullish, guys. And it is also one of the most bullish projects I have ever seen. Decentralized live streaming, Theta and T-Fuel. WFI please, says Bella. Yeah, let's take a look at this one. Right, hey bro, can you check Kodi, my friend? Yeah, okay. Right, right. WFI first. I'm gonna go super quick, guys. I'm been lagging so much in the comment section. So sorry. There are going to be some cryptos that I'm not going to take a look at, unfortunately. Very sorry about that. I will be putting super chat very, very soon, guys. So if you can tip me with a couple of dollars, and I will be checking out your crypto, you know, just so I can see it. But the comment section is going a little bit mad at this moment. Now WFI, yeah, I see this already, guys. WFI, I think, is a very, very bullish project. It's in the DeFi space, right? This is the thing. I can't know every, Yearn Finance. I remember this one. I can't know every single cryptocurrency because you'll just go nuts. I mean, there should be a university degree on cryptocurrency specialist. Yeah, it's a very good DeFi project, this one, and it's definitely going to climb up, in my opinion, once we see another DeFi hype here. yeah, basically we have the same structure here, guys. Same structure as Chainlink, as these other ones. We have the spike here of the May sell-off, and now we have the round accumulation zone. This will be climbing up to the $51,000 very soon. Very soon I see Yearn Finance at $51,000, and why? Because we need to finish this round formation up to this major resistance point. This is let's go with the trend, and the trend is reversing right now. Let's not fight the trend. Okay, the drop has happened. We found a floor. We're starting to pick up. We are making higher lows. Let's continue this trend. This is the same like Chainlink, the same like the other cryptos that we've checked out. It seems like that this one has formed also a descending wedge. What has happened on this descending wedge? We have broken out the resistance zone. We've bounced here, and look how we are continuing to the upside. Now it does look like that we are going to climb up. We are going to climb up to the $41,000 range. Okay, guys. I'm super sorry. Wow, 335 likes already. Can we get 150? Mark Dutch, thank you very much for the amazing support. Thank you very much, guys. Andy, look at File, please. It's ripping. Yeah, File is absolutely exploding. Right, what is File? Yeah, I've seen it. I missed this one. I've missed it. I haven't traded this. Yeah. Yeah, watch out for this one, because this one can absolutely fly now. Okay. We do have a major resistance on Filecoin round about the $130. So that would be the stop here, I think. We do have major resistance and support there, bouncing a lot here in between resistance and support. $130. But it's absolutely flying. It's doing absolutely great. Filecoin can be traded on Bybit and also on Phemex, guys. Make sure to take advantage of this insane bonus, okay? We've got an insane bonus here on Bybit, okay, and on Binance. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for joining the live stream. Fantom, please. Yeah, let's take a look at Fantom. Fantom breaking all-time highs. Price discovery for Fantom. So yeah, expect this one to be hitting who knows, $2 maybe in the next. It is exploding. We've broken all-time highs. We did talk about Fantom just about I'm not sure if it was it yesterday or was it a couple of days back. Yeah, it wasn't yesterday, it was a few days back on one of the last live streams. We were talking about Fantom. You know, guys, we are retesting the all-time high for the third time right now. What the most likely scenario is that we are going to smash it. And yeah, we absolutely exploded out of this. Okay, we absolutely exploded out of this all-time high. Now this is price discovery moment, guys. Price discovery. Let me just get the volume out here. I don't know why the volume keeps disappearing. There's something here going on with my trading view chart. But stay cautious on this one. We may be creating a kind of an ascending wedge here. Yeah, not yet, but volume is going down, so we might see if Fantom comes back down to retest the 90-cent level. It's going to be a major buy zone, guys. We have such a strong resistance that's going to be turning into support. So if Fantom does climb all the way back down to pushes down all the way down to the 90 cent, yeah, it's going to be a great buying zone in my opinion. Okay, guys. Kodi, my man, let's take a look. Ethereum pumping. Is Ethereum pumping? Yeah, it looks like we want to pump. Let's take a look at Kodi for one of the guys here in the comment section. Right, let's take a look at Kodi US dollar, and we'll be finishing the stream, guys. I'll be doing more live streams for sure this week. Always, you know the deal. I'll be doing live streams. Hey, the Infogram, long time no see. He just hopped in. One of my other moderators. How are you doing, my man? Kodi, what's happening with Kodi? Yeah, Kodi's gonna, I think Kodi will be climbing back up again, okay? Look at, check out this massive candle. Here, we did have a little bit of red volume, but we found a nice round formation here. I think Kodi will be finally meeting the 48 cents again very, very soon. Look, check out this, guys. This is the structure that we were talking about for other cryptos. We have the spike, we have the round bottom, finally breaking the major resistance. Other cryptos are just lagging behind. A lot of them very near to all-time highs, like Kodi. So yeah. Guys, thank you very much for joining in. Make sure to check out the Bitcoin Sensors website. Okay, we've got the latest technical analysis here and news. So check it out. We've got the link of the website down below. Also, join the Telegram alerts channel and the community channel. I hop in and so also in the community channel. We discuss some different charting. Okay, we've got a great community. Make sure to join the Telegram group and subscribe if you're new to the channel eventually. Bitcoin Sensors website, we've got the latest here every single day, okay, posting technical analysis, news. We've got exchange reviews here. You can find out where the best exchanges are, where the best fees and the best bonuses where you can get, okay, down on the website. Thank you very much for joining, guys. How are you doing? The infogram, glad to see you. Can you take a look at WRX and Chem before leaving? Yes, let's take a look at this one, okay? For the infogram, one of my moderators, I got to take a look at this one before leaving for sure. Like WRX. Yeah, I'm taking a look at this one here for you, infogram, for sure. Let's take a look at WRX. WRX is looking okay, very volatile. You know, this is not one of my favorites, WRX, but yeah, we have found a bottom here. There is a bottom there. We got this round bottom here. This should be pumping. We should be climbing up to the $1.90 very, very soon. Okay, this market cycle has ended already for WRX. We are looking to get into that disbelief phase very, very soon and start pumping, in my opinion. We found a bottom here. Okay, this is a clear bottom formation. So $1.90, I think in the coming days, potentially, it might take a week or two. This is our next major resistance zone, the $1.90, okay, for WRX. It looks very, very much so. We did have a clear fake out here from this major resistance zone. Clear fake out, hardly any volume at all. Now it does look like, you know, we've found a bottom. We are creating high lows. It looks like we want to climb up, okay, to the $1.90 here. So this is what I got for WRX. Right, let's take a look at which one else? Chem. Let's take a look at Chem. What's going on with Chem? Chem is lagging behind a little bit, a lot of the cryptos, but it is looking for an explosive breakout. Why? Because we just at the top here at this resistance zone, okay, and it's pretty wide, this resistance. Yeah, no, I would take it from there, okay. The 23 cents, 23, 24 cents is a major resistance zone here for Chem. Now, hang on a second, let me zoom out here on Chem. We can clearly see we did get a bounce here as support also. So this is a major level for Chem. I think Chem is going to have an explosive breakout very, very soon. Only because we have retested the 23, 24 cents now for the third time. We got one, we got two, and now we are retesting it the third time. We got this lower low, and then we are creating higher lows right over here. This is very much so looks like it wants to have a breakout. I think Chem can be traded on Bybit, so I'm gonna write this down because I will be taking advantage of this trade if this happens. Okay, I got OMG for a great trade and Chem. Chem can be traded on, yeah, it can be traded on Bybit. We got this one on Bybit. I think it might be on Phemex, on Phemex, no, not on Phemex, it'll be on Phemex also. Remember, you got the best bonus down below, guys, on Bybit, okay? So, yeah, this one will be looking pretty good for a trade. On Bybit, you got the best bonus available. Thank you guys for joining the live stream. I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? Remember the Bitcoin Sensors website. Check it out, guys. We've got the latest, totally free information down below. Join our Telegram alerts channel also. Alerts channel and community channel. Thank you, guys. And I will see you in the next one, okay? Thank you.